Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today is a special day. Ricky, the camera guy, the man behind all the video editing that you guys love, is about to embark on a journey to get some abs. Ricky looks phenomenal, amazing calves, amazing upper body, but the midsection, we don't have blocks. And I want to see blocky abs.
I do too.
And the only reason why Ricky doesn't have blocky abs, guys, is because he never takes the time to train his abs.
I don't.
Let him know.
Yeah, I probably train abs.
Admit your wrongdoings.
I probably only train abs. I maybe do 1 or 2 exercises like every week. Literally. I don't train abs.
And it's like 3 sets of like 10 to 15 reps.
Just enough for it to
Just
hurt.
enough to like pretend like you did it
Exactly.
and then leave the gym. Exactly. Which is like many of you. Thumbs up if you agree. Like put yourself out there. But all the people thumbing up right now, they skip abs.
It's okay. We're all in this together.
So what I'm going to be doing, guys, in today's video is I'm going to be showing you a routine that I used to do. Well, it's 2 different workouts, and I used to do these workouts twice a week, and that's when my abs look their absolute best. And so I'm going to create a forum post, and this post is going to be available. The link will be in my pinned comment, where I'm going to post my photos from today as well as Ricky's photos from today. And if you want to take this abs challenge to see how much progress you can make in the next 30 days, go to that post and post your photo as well. It's going to be a really cool way to hold yourselves accountable. But with that being said, I think it's time to show the exercises.
Get to it.
So let's hit it. All right, guys, so there's really no secret when it comes to building abs other than consistency. Yeah, obviously your body fat percentage needs to be a bit lower as well. You need to be eating correctly. So let's take the common sense variables out of this workout and just understand that even if you do have a bit extra body fat, you're still working the muscle. And when that body fat eventually goes away, it will reveal the abs underneath, but not if you don't build them first. And the way these 2 workouts go is very simple. Day 1 focuses mainly on the rectus abdominis, placing emphasis on the upper and lower abs. And on day 2, we're targeting mainly the oblique area, but we will still hit the rectus abdominis a little bit. And what I would do for this routine is I would do it Monday, Tuesday, take a day off, and then do Thursday, Friday at the end of my workouts. The first exercise you're going to do on day 1 is an ab pull down. This is my absolute favorite weighted exercise. I have never found an exercise that hits your abs just as hard as this does when applying weight to the movement. However, there are some form cues you need to know in order to do this exercise correctly. Number 1, you want to make sure when you start out, the cable is about the same height as your head. If it's too low, you won't be able to get a full extension at the top. And if the cable's too high, the path of how the cable moves is going to mess up your form. And then you can use a straight bar or an easy curl bar, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're able to grab it with an underhand grip and then hold it behind your head and then lock your arms underneath your chin as best as you can. Now when performing this movement, it is imperative that you get flexion and extension on every single repetition. And if you can't, it's usually due to a couple different reasons. Number 1, you made the weight too light. And if the weight is too light, what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to come all the way up because the weight of your actual body is going to be heavier than the weight that you're lifting, okay? And number 2, you want to make sure that when you do the movement, your base or how your knees are on the floor is wide so that you can bring your elbows in between your legs as you go down. And as you go down, you want to go into full spinal flexion, flex and squeeze your abs. And then when you come up, keep your hips in one place and go into a full extension. Now, you can choose to do this exercise 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions on both days, or what I used to do is I would actually pick one day to go really heavy and then one day where I focus more on volume. So on day 1, if I did this on Monday, I might do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps as heavy as I can. And then when I hit the routine again on Wednesday, I would do 20 to 30 repetitions, just a way to switch it up. The second exercise is going to be a hanging knee raise, and for that, you're going to need some pull-up bars to hang from. Now, you can use a captain's chair if you want to, but I would rather you guys be hanging for this movement. And the most important thing to notice or take notice of when doing a hanging knee raise is that you want to make sure that you're actually getting flexion of the lower back as you bring your knees up. If you're not bringing your knees up past parallel and all the way up to your chest, you are not engaging your abs properly. You should feel a lot of fatigue in the lower area of your rectus abdominis. This will place a bit more emphasis there. So when you're doing this movement, keep that in mind. Also, you can use what looks like a bit of momentum in order to do these reps, but it's a controlled momentum, all right? Basically, when you do the exercise, you want to try to make sure that as your body is moving backwards, you're thrusting your knees upward. But as you're doing this, you're keeping everything flexed and tight. And then when you lower your legs back down, it's going to look like you're swinging back and forth, but you're actually in control of the movement the entire time. As for sets and reps, again, 3 sets here, 15 to 20 repetitions. And if you have the strength, you can do it weighted, either with ankle weights or by holding a dumbbell between your feet. Exercise number 3 is an elevated floor crunch. And this is an exercise of my own design, and it's much more than just laying on your back with your legs over a bench, okay? The entire purpose of this exercise and the reason why our legs are elevated is so that we can hook our heels into the bench so that as we perform every single repetition, we're able to get, even if it's just a ½ inch higher, we're able to get our lower back off the ground as much as possible, which is going to force such a hard contraction in your abs on every single rep that if you haven't done this before, you're going to think it's actually quite a difficult exercise. But that's it, guys. Literally laying on the ground, wrap your legs over the bench, and you're going to complete 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. And for those of you who have some extra strength, what I want you to do is maybe hold a 5-pound or a 10-pound plate behind your head and do your repetitions with that so you can stay within that 12 to 15 rep range. And the 4th and final exercise for day 1 is something called an in-out. And for this exercise, you're going to do it on a bench as well. And you're going to basically balance on your butt while holding the bench with your hands. And this exercise is about speed. After doing all other 3 exercises, your abs are going to be totally fatigued at this point. So doing a bodyweight movement like this, where you're literally teeter-tottering on your butt cheeks, is going to be kind of difficult. But it's almost like a game. It's like, can you get all of your reps in before you fall off the bench, if you're going to fall, right? At least that's how I see it when I do the exercise. So in-outs, 3 sets of 20 to 30 reps, and then you're done with your day 1 workouts. And just make sure, guys, you're only resting about 30 to 60 seconds in between your sets when you're doing all these ab exercises. You literally want to do the exercise or complete the set, recover as fast as you can, and then hit it again. All right, guys, and for the second routine, and remember, this one places a bit more emphasis on the obliques, we're going to start out with a standing dumbbell oblique crunch. And some quick form cues when doing this exercise to make sure you're actually targeting your obliques properly is that you want to make sure you're standing with your feet relatively close. For the most part, I keep mine right next to each other, and I try to flex my legs and my glutes before I get started. And the reason being is because as you dip from side to side, you want to make sure you're controlling the weight on the way down and on the way up, and by flexing your glutes, that's going to keep your body upright the entire time. The worst thing you can do when doing this exercise is start to lean forward a little bit and then bend to the side that way, because that's going to put your lower back in a compromised position, and you could probably hurt yourself if you're lifting too much weight or if you're fatigued and you've never done this exercise before. So keep your chest up, keep those glutes tight, and then go side to side, 12 to 15 reps per side. All right, guys, for exercise number 3, we're back to hanging from the pull-up bars. And this exercise is called a hanging oblique crunch. And the difference between this exercise and the first one is, in the first exercise, we're crunching from the top down. On this one, we're crunching from the bottom up. So we're going to hit our obliques in a relatively different way. And if you've never done this exercise before, it's going to feel weird. But that's okay. It just means that you have to improve your mind-muscle connection in that area. And all you're going to do is hang from the bar, and you're going to do 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions per side, where you're literally flexing your upper body, flexing your arms, keeping your core tight, and then try to bring your legs, which are straight, to the side as high as you can. Control on the way up, control as you go back to the middle, and repeat 12 to 15 times. As soon as you finish one side, if you have to drop down for a second because your arms are tired, that's okay. If they're not, continue 12 to 15 repetitions on the other side, and that completes one set. And the 4th and final exercise for the second workout is going to be a Russian twist. And again, for here, we're going to be going for speed and volume. Your torso is absolutely obliterated by this point. So what you're going to do is get on the ground, and you're going to try to do 20 to 30 reps as fast as you can. And with the Russian twist, guys, it's 20 to 30 reps per side. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, all the way until 20 to 30, depending on how much you can handle. 3 sets of this, and guys, you can do just body weight, you can do with weight, Or if you do have access to that same setup that I do my deep crunches on, and you want to underhook your feet and hold a weight and do it there, you totally can. In fact, I prefer doing my Russian twist this way because I can actually hold a heavier weight. You just have to make sure that you lean back before you start doing the Russian twist itself. For this movement, it's like the more you can lean back and twist, the harder the exercise gets. So don't jump the weight too quick, guys. All right, guys, that wraps up today's video. And if you're excited for this challenge, let us know by typing down in that comment section below. Are you going to stick with it? Is 4 days a week too much? That's okay. Just do the workout twice a week. Something is better than nothing. And you guys need to get used to training your abs, especially if you've never had them before or they just don't pop. You can't expect them to grow if you don't train them, just like any other muscle group in your body. Once again, if you do want to do the challenge with me and Ricky, you guys can post your starting photos right here. Here's the forum link to go to my website. 100% free to use my forums. And if you've missed any of my most recent videos, I got a playlist you guys can binge on right here. And this video in particular is a really good one to start with. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you next time.